Hello, my friends. Welcome to Mahamudra Movement. My name is Felix Fuensalida, and today we're going to talk about habits and how to develop strong habits by using 5 tips that I want to share with you. But before starting, please remember to like this video, and of course, if you want, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, and share with your friends. Okay, so let's start right away with these 5 habits or 5 tips that I want to share with you. And the reason I want to talk about habits is because my whole work as a coach is about changing or helping people to change their habits to have a better lifestyle. It can be by adding some workouts routines in their life, or starting doing exercise, or changing their nutrition, starting meditation or breath work all together, and making other kind of things, changes or transformations in their life, like moving from one country to another, making a big change, whatever a person wants to transform. This is my job as a coach, and as a life coach, as a fitness coach, and I have seen that habits are like the core of or sustain in our life. Without them, we are nothing. Or let's say that we exist only because of our habits. What we are, the identification that we have with ourselves exists through our habits. Who you are and the value that you give to yourself corresponds completely over the habits that you have, because the habits that you have are going to bring the results in the life that you have right now. External results, internal results. And by modifying our habits, we're going to also modify or see a change in the results that we have there. And of course, we're going to be able to set ourselves goals and achieve them. Like, I want to lose 10 kilograms. Okay, you can do it, but you need some discipline. Or I need to make some new muscle. Okay, you can do it. You need some discipline and the correct training. Okay, I want to learn how to do meditation. You will need some discipline for that. Perhaps you will going to need to start early in the morning when nobody else is around you, and this is going to represent some resistance in your life, because you will have to change the status quo of your daily life. And this is all about how to deal with this change in our daily life. The first tip I want to share with you is about making things simple, easy to follow. We don't need to make things complicated at all, okay? And I want to give you this example: that imagine that you are with your son or your daughter or a nephew, let's say a little kid, okay? And you are going into a family trip through reservation. You're walking through a forest, and you can follow a simple or easy road that or you can go through the more like expert kind of trekking, like that goes over the mountains to a waterfall, very beautiful. But your son is not going to be able to go through that road. Okay, you don't leave the son there and you go by yourself. No, the idea is that you go with your son. I know perhaps some of you were thinking about that. No, what we choose the easy road until our son is able to go through this easy road many times, so then we can expose him to a more challenging one. And building new habits is in ourselves is the same. We don't need to go directly to the hardest road. Let's go to the easier. Okay, so for example, if you want to quit sugar, don't quit all the sugars, quit some. Stop putting sugar to your coffee. Then 2 weeks later, stop having 20 cookies a week, half the half. Then, and gradually you lower your sugar input until there is none, or until you are in a more balanced state. with sugar in this example. So with exercise is the same. I had a friend that he asked me, "Oh, I want to do workout because I need to lose weight, but I don't have time." Okay, so many people will say, "I don't have time." Okay, but I'm sure that you have. I told him you have 10 minutes, 12 minutes every day. Yes. Okay. Why don't you follow this routine and you repeat this routine every day for 1 week? It's only going to take you 12 minutes. Every day, 12 minutes, the same routine, no change. Easy to follow. 1 week later, we change the routine. Okay, now you're going to be doing this one. And so on and so on and so on, until he was able to work out 3 or 4 times a week, 1 hour each time. So this came because first he saw results, so this made him feel in trust. Second, he felt of course the adrenaline and the motivation and all the endorphin and everything else, so he felt, oh, I want more. It's natural. So he made his time, he created the space of time, but this took 2 months more or less to really be able to get there. So the first months, and what I talked to him when we started working together, was your first goal is to build the habit. Don't worry about your performance, don't worry about your weight, don't worry about nothing else. Just worry about doing it every day for 10 minutes, 12 minutes. That's it. Simple, easy. Second month, we did some change. The practice was a little bit harder. I asked him, hey, do you feel we could do 20 minutes instead of 12? Yeah, he said. He saw it was possible to add 10 minutes more to his practice. Understand? So it's gradual, in time. Okay, so the only way, because habits, there is a biological structure, okay, in our brain, in our nervous system, okay. So we need to make new synapses. We need to make new connections, but the old connections are always there. So our brain wants to go to the road that he knows. We are trying to teach him to go through a new road. So this requires time and repetition. It's the secret. The second tip is about choosing our sacrifice. We need to know that when we are building a new habit, we are going to do a sacrifice. We are going to need to do some sacrifice. Okay? Like if you're letting off sugars, you're gonna have to have a bitter coffee. What's your sacrifice? Perhaps waking up 10 minutes or 15 minutes earlier. Perhaps going to sleep 20 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour later. Maybe, so every change that we want to bring in our life will make us to change the structure, and some things will fall. So these are the sacrifices, the things that are falling to create the new structure. So it's better to be aware of these things that we don't want anymore in our life. To become aware of them and to choose them. Which one to lose first, which one to lose second, and which one to lose in the last. Don't try to quit everything at the same time. Don't try to do everything at the same time. No, this is a big mistake. Okay, so you go gradually, taking things out little by little. Okay. So the third tip is about consistency. So many times I put myself into a plan in my head and in the paper was incredible. I would train for 2 hours. The first half an hour I would do only yoga, and then I would do some Muay Thai thing, and then I would do some calisthenics, and then I would end up with some meditation and flexibility. And it would take me like 2-3 hours every day. And okay, so I could do it on Monday. On Tuesday I did only half an hour, half of the time, because something happened and I was not able to do it the 3 hours that I was supposed to do. And on Wednesday I did only 1 hour, and I was feeling sore and tired and a little bored, and I really wanted to be doing something else. So I only did the part that I liked about all this super routine that I created. And on Thursday I didn't do it, on Friday I didn't do it, on Saturday I went to party, on Sunday I was too tired with a hangover, and then Monday again. And of course I would not repeat the same 3 hours. So what was in the paper and in my mind was impossible at the moment. So if I want to practice meditation and do some workout, as I was saying before, I will make it easier. Okay, I will do a 10-minute workout, and I will add 2 minutes of conscious breathing, and that's what I'm going to do. This will take me 12 minutes. It's going to be super easy. I'm going to repeat the same program every day. I'm not gonna make it further changes. I'm gonna make it as easy as possible to be consistent. So the priority has to be consistent. If we are consistent more or less for around 3 months, then we are able to make a big change. We will feel much better. This is like proven science. So you can trick your mind. Okay, you can trick yourself by saying, okay, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do it only for 1 month or 3 weeks. Okay, when you are arriving to your time limit, of course you would say, oh, but I don't want to quit now. And you can ask yourself, oh, do I want to continue with exactly the same, or I feel able to add more time or add something else to my program? Okay, no, I want to continue as I am because I still don't feel like so secure. Okay, you continue 1 month more, and you go little by little, but you focus only on being consistent until being consistent is not more a problem in your life. So you can focus on results, and performance. Of course, you will, like for example, if you have never in your life for 10 years or more, you have not done any kind of physical activity, and you come to my class, like my fitness class, probably you will not have the physical capacity to go through the whole class like giving your 100%. Probably you will die at it's in a matter of speaking at the first 10 minutes in the warm-up. The warm-up will be enough for you, and the rest will be just suffering. So and it can be very risky because you can get an injury. So we do first adaptation. We adapt our body to be in a better state. Then you go to a more challenging practice and so on. Okay, so remember, the focus is to be consistent. 10 minutes a day is much better than 1 hour or 2 hour peaks through the week. 10 minutes a day is better than 1 or 2 hour peaks during the week. Okay, this brings much more results. Okay, so fourth tip is focus on the process, and this is very, very important because many times we are so focused on our goals and on our performance and how things are and the daily life, etc., that we judge ourselves a lot when we fail, and we get very cocky when we have like a kind of success, and this extremist emotional states. You know, you put yourself down when you fail, and you put yourself too much over the top, you know, like the foam when you're boiling milk and the foam goes up, and what happens? It burns, it goes out of the pot. And in the end you lose it, and it's a disaster. So we don't want that. We want to keep the milk steady. So for that we have to focus on the process. We have to observe ourselves through the process. Okay, how was today? Okay, I could do better in this area, but I did very good in this area. Okay. Oh, today was horrible. The next day, let's say, I did very bad here and very bad there. Okay, but next day, okay, now I feel some results in here because after 2 months of doing, let's say, handstand practice, now I can have like 3 seconds being in balance. So you always observe what is going on through the process, and you don't stress yourself up with the goals that is gonna happen. When are you gonna get it? If you're going to get the results that you want, you try not to focus on that. It's good to have time, a timing, you know, a schedule in which you say, okay, like, you know what, this is going to be, I want to have this goal, I reach this goal in 3 months. Okay, and you work towards that. But until you reach it, you focus only in the process. Only in the process. Only in the process. When you reach it, you say, okay, now you do an evaluation and you see how things are. And you continue. And you continue, because this is non-stop. Okay, so for the 5th tip, if you fall 99 times, we rise 100. We don't stop. We don't quit. Okay? We don't stop. We don't quit. That's the rule. It's a rule. You know, you don't stop. You don't quit. You fail a complete week. Next week, you don't stop. You don't quit. Until you never quit. You never stop. You put your alarm every day at 6. 4 out of 7 days you did wake up at this time. Cool. Make it next week. You're going to add 1 day more, and next week 1 day more, and so on. But you don't quit, because we only fail, really fail, when we quit. Because the failing when you are trying to do something different in your life is natural. We have to fail, otherwise it would be no interest. Normally we as humans, we are always trying to find challenges. Normally we try to go through challenges to get something, to get a reward, okay, any kind. So when we take into some challenge, we will need to use all our internal skills and develop new. And to develop a new skill, we will have to develop a new habit. And to develop a new habit, we will have to do everything that I just talked about. But if we don't do it, or we stop, we quit, then we will not get the result that we want. We will not get the goal that we want to achieve. We will not be the person that we want to be. so we don't stop. I hope this video has been useful to you. I hope that it helps you in your own personal process, and I wish you a very, very, very happy week. See you until the next video. Bye bye.